Hello everyone, welcome once again to Think Tank TV. Now, sometimes when I turn on the television and I see people, especially African nations, calling on foreign nations to intervene in their issues, I just laugh. Because I understand that obviously they've not understood how international relations works. The truth is that these foreign nations you keep calling to your aid also have their own issues. And if for any reason they want to leave their own issues to come and resolve your own issues, there would obviously be an underlying price you must pay for it. But the question is that, would you be willing to pay that price perpetually and continually? We all know about the issues of how France allegedly went ahead to take advantage of the natural resources of Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger, most of these francophone countries. Why am I saying all this? I stumbled on a video of General Christopher Musa, who was granted an interview at Al Jazeera, and they were talking on issues relating to Boko Haram in Nigeria. He went ahead to begin to say that one of the major problems why there is Boko Haram in Africa and in Nigeria is simply because there is probably an underlying international influence. He went ahead to say that international community must get involved because most of the time when Boko Haram suspects are caught, they find dollars with them. And I just laughed because the truth is that he went ahead to expose the weakness of the Nigerian Defense Forces. Anyway, without wasting much time, I'd like us to jump right into the interview so that you can see it for yourself, the conversations that was done on Al Jazeera by General Christopher Musa. Before I jump right into another interview that was granted on Channels Television where Sowore went ahead to give President Bola Ahmed Tinubu Wotowoto. Do want to sit back as I'll be coming back to give you the reactions of Nigerians about these two videos.
Seen Boko Haram regroup and regroup. What is your answer to that? That you have in some way fed the insurgents?
The problem is that I think we've talked to the international community. Let's find out the funding. When they started surrendering, by the time we left, so as we speak, we have over 120,000 that have surrendered. Most of them, when you find them, they are coming with hard currencies. How did they get them? How are they funded? How did they get the training? How did they get the equipment?
What is your suspicion?
Well, maybe an international conspiracy, you don't know. Who knows? How are they be able to sustain themselves for 15 years? That is one question I think everybody should ask himself. For Nigeria to be able to hold them, and you go to Nigeria, everything seems to be working well.
You must have an idea. I mean, let's not talk about international conspiracy theories. Let's give some hard facts.
Well, I just leave it at that. I'm sure they know, and I'm sure everybody knows that these are the challenges we're facing that needs to be addressed. So the UN need to come in to ensure that, because we need to trace the funding. How are they sustaining themselves for 15 years?
What does the UN coming in mean? What does that look like?
Track the funding. It's international flow. We don't have control over that.
Whose interest is it to see Nigeria destabilize?
Well, I don't know. You don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
Whether he would have thought through the issue of fuel subsidy removal or phase it, he kept to his word and stuck to his guns and said, look, I don't regret what I did. I think I did the right thing and I stand by it.
But the Nigerian people regret that they didn't listen to us in 2022, 2023, that this was going to be their fate. The people who are getting beaten by the economy regrets everything about where the country is today. They cannot regret because they are the ones benefiting from it. One of the things the president said when he had a meeting, now he's now driving a Honda car, right? And nobody questioned, why did your friend have 4 Rolls Royces? But that's not the issue. You came into office with a small private jet. Now you have a jumbo. Your situation is definitely better. You came into office with a small Mercedes-Benz car. Now you're driving a gigantic Escalade.
But he was a rich man before he became president.
No, he didn't buy the jet with his own money from the resources of Nigeria. And that was a $150 million jet, you know.
But they say it's discounted. Without speaking for them, I'm just putting back what they are telling
So did they show you the paper that was discounted? Where did you see it? Because the transaction that could have been made public. I'm just telling you, I don't need to go in that direction. That was a lie. But I'm just telling you that they are and they came, but Nigerian people are worse off than they met them.
Things are as bad, and apparently things are really terrible.